sleeping with men.
Look at you! Look at this dog! I wanted you to eat your husband! Make your mouth! Leave me!
They are giving me a headache. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. It's your girl loislilo. And if this is your first time here, hey boo, if you're an OG gang, you know the vibe. It's been a hot minute since I posted on YouTube, but guys, guess what? The Real Housewives of Lagos. Oh my goodness, that reality show. Listen, these ladies are giving me a headache. They are giving me a headache. So I thought to do a review on my channel. I'm going to do a review of, is it episode 8? I think it's episode 8. I hope I'm not wrong. It should be episode 8. Then from now on, I'll just keep giving you guys reviews every other weekend. Okay? So you can't actually talk about episode 8 without talking about episode 7, where Mariam, by the way, Mariam's house is so paying. Mariam's house is beautiful. I think, woo, it's giving classy, it's giving bougie. Mariam, see, if Mariam was not on this show, the Real Housewives of Lagos will not be complete, because she is the definition of a real housewife of Lagos, period. Yeah. So episode 7, where episode 8 had a lot of drama, but where it started from was at episode 7. Mariam had a dinner in her house where she invited the ladies over, to come like chill, just to host the ladies. Then Choma, Iyabo and Tony, they were the first set of ladies to arrive. Did I say Choma? Sorry. Laura, Iyabo and Tony were the first set of ladies to arrive. Carolyn and Chioma, they came, I think, almost like 5 hours late, which I'm just like, wow, 5 hours late, that is so extreme. Do you get? They came finally, Laura started putting up a bit of an attitude on the table. I don't understand Laura on this show, honestly speaking. I'm trying to understand, because when I heard Laura was coming on this show, I think what I expected her to give is not what she's giving. Yes, I know Laura is full of drama, but maybe not the kind of drama she's bringing on this show. For me, is more like, it's giving toxic. Yeah, it's giving toxic. Nobody come and fight me. I said what I said. It's my own review, and that's just the way I feel. I know Laura was going to bring drama, but maybe not this kind of drama. I expected something else. You guys, giving toxic. It's giving, yeah, basically it's just giving toxic. Alright, so the dinner took place. Laura was acting a bit off on the dining table while they were eating. First of all, how do you go to someone's house and you're giving the person attitude? How? Sis, how? You go to someone's house for someone like that is so rude on every level. Someone invites you to their house and you're coming there. She's trying to give you a hug and you're just being so cold. Where does that work? Mariam is very, very nice and chill though, because if it was my house, I invite you to come for dinner and you're giving me attitude in my house, in my space. But I guess she just wanted peace, like she said, just wanted peace. They used to bond together and all that. So the next day, Auntie Yabo called for an emergency meeting. I like the fact that they call her Auntie Yabo. That name is so sweet. I don't know why they call her Auntie Yabo though, but I like it. So the next day, Auntie Yabo called for an emergency meeting, because obviously after the dinner with Choma and Caroline coming late, and we all know Laura and Caroline, they have bad blood for each other. Even with like Choma, they are not so close. They literally don't like each other. So there was, you guys chill first, I'm cutting too much. There was Laura started dropping some messages on the group chat, you get, which caused back and forth between Laura and what's her name, and Caroline. It kept going back and forth. The next day, Auntie Yabo had to call an emergency meeting. Hey, this meeting, when I just saw a gathering of these 6 people, I was like, this meeting. And the fact that Laura came there, and next thing she's taking off her earrings, I'm like, it'd be like the Laura carry fight come from house, so she's taking off her earrings. Let me just move my earrings in case it wants to happen. I'm like, Laura is ready to push. She's ready to fight on this episode. And I'm not even gonna lie, this is content I signed up for, because this episode brought all the drama I needed to see in a reality TV. Period. Honestly speaking, so she started addressing the lateness issue and Laura's attitude in general. And like Choma would say, I think Laura finds it entertaining. Do you get that? Most times she's the cause of the problem going on. Choma said something that really made sense to me. She was like, sometimes Laura feels that it's a Laura Ikeji show. I'm not trying to bash Laura and all that, but I'm just giving you guys a review. I'm narrating everything that happened. If we are being honest, she did not put up the best attitude. That's just fact. She did not put up the best attitude. So Choma said her own. Everybody kept going back and forth. Now this is where the Gbas Gbos happens between she and Caroline. They keep going ahead. They keep going back and forth at each other. Laura was like, if you talk about my sister, I'm going to go physical. In my head, I'm like, that earring that that earring that Laura took out is now that she wants to really, you know, show herself. And they kept going back and forth. They were talking. This one like, oh, you pimped this one. Oh my god, I don't know how I forgot to tell you guys this. So apparently Caroline said Laura was pimped to a governor. I think this is where most of this whole fight started, because in the beginning of episode 8 you could see where Laura was telling her husband about the whole pimping thing, and according to Laura, she wasn't pimped to a governor. She only went to go and sell her book, right, to the governor, and that was all she did. And like she said, her husband was even downstairs waiting for her, but Caroline was still insisting that she knows what she knows what she's saying. She was in the room. Laura came to get pimped. We don't know about that. It's not our business. All we care about is the drama that you guys are serving us, and we are here to take it. Pimped or no pimp, we don't care. Just give us drama. Yeah. So they kept going back and forth at each other. Next thing, Laura is like, if you talk about my sister, I'm going to go physical on you. And Caroline was like, okay, bring it on. And Laura gets up with a bottle of water. She's throwing it. Caroline, see, let me tell you something. The way Caroline rushed Laura, I never expected it. I never push Caroline. I did not expect it. Are you mad? You won't fight me? I was like, what is going on here? This whole thing literally went from 0 to 100 real quick. I'm just trying to process it. And the highlight of all these fights for me was Mariam. See, innocent Mariam. You guys, this is why it's not good to go and settle fights. It's not good to go and settle fight. Mariam now went to go and jump on top of Laura to settle fight. The next thing, she has fallen on the floor. Her top half open. Her breast is open in the public. That was the highlight of this episode for me.
You were brought to be pimped to the man. God will tolerate that lie. What a bastard. You are a bastard. You are a fucking bastard. What? Are you mad? Are you mad? Caroline, are you mad? You are. Can you lie on Laura? That is not you. I said it to you that is not sleep. You came to do wrong. You are a bastard. You are a bastard. You not die well for that thing. You came to do wrong. Sugar. I shut your mouth. I came for you. Such a smelly stinky mouth, yeah? Such a smelly stinky mouth. You idiot. Caroline, wait. Piece of shit. Such a smelly stinky mouth. No one I saw. You came to do wrong. You are a liar. You are used to sleeping with men. Look at you. Look at this dog. I want you to see your husband. Leave me. Your mouth. Leave me. Let's have sex with my husband. Your husband said 4 million. Your husband. Your husband said 4 million. You mentioned my husband said. Your husband said 4 million.
If she had known, she would just sit down where she was. Now going to go and fall on the floor and her whole top opening. Did you get? So that was what happened. They kept going back and forth at each other. And what else? It was just a very chaotic episode, honestly speaking. It was just so chaotic. And yeah, another part I did not really get was the part Laura kept saying Tony does not support her. I don't know her. I don't know. See, Laura as a friend to me is someone that is, I don't know, she's very she seems like someone that would be very difficult to have as a friend. Because like Tony said, because I am your friend does not mean I'll support you when you do something bad. She literally insulted Tony that she calls her friend on that dinner. Yeah, she insulted Tony on that dinner table. She was like, Tony, you're doing too much. And for me, that just came across as rude, because Tony was only trying to make her feel comfortable. Already, you guys are like, how many ladies? Was it 5? Abi 6? And the only person, and none of them, you're not close to anybody, only Tony. And the only person that is even tolerating you, managing, you're telling the person you're doing too much. Girl, you're doing too much. So they had like a back and forth. Then Laura was like, oh, she doesn't want to quarrel with Tony because she will look somehow quarreling with her friend in front of this lady. But honestly, I really love people like Tony, because you know, there are some friends that cannot even tell you when you're bullshitting. But Tony told her one time, like, girl, we could be friends, but I'm not going to tolerate your nonsense. I do not do that kind of stupid friendship. If you're wrong, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. And that was like big ups to Tony, because I really, really love the fact that she said that, because I feel like Laura needed to hear that. Then there was a scene after the whole fight and everything. Securities came in trying to hold them. Laura now tried to like walk out. No, she didn't try. She walked out of the scene. She walked out of the ladies and everything. She got Tony escorted her to the elevator. They just kept talking. That was when she busted into tears. It was actually so emotional of me seeing Laura cry, because I think at that point I got to understand her a bit more. Laura is that kind of person that, you know how people say, my enemy, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. Do you get? I think that's how Laura does her own kind of friendship. That is how she shows her loyalty. Do you understand? Yes, Laura is a very loyal person, and we see it. That is how she shows her own kind of loyalty. And Tony, on the other hand, it's not like she's not a good friend, but that is not how she does her own kind of friendship. Your enemy is not my enemy. Do you understand? Because you don't like a certain person or a certain group of people does not mean I'm going to... I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say. So I like the fact that, you know, Tony told her, no, don't do that. Laura was like, that's how I roll. If anybody is fucking with you, the person is fucking with me. And Tony was like, pop and plain, they don't fuck with them. Do you understand? Don't. She told her. I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode, because from what I see, Tony was from what I see, they had like a gathering or like a party, and Laura was literally just sitting on her own. I'm really looking forward to the next episode, and I'm going to give you guys a review, because this particular episode was just so chaotic. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl loislilo. If this is your first time here, don't leave this channel without subscribing. Okay, subscribe. And yeah, I'll be back next week or during the weekend, I don't know, but I'll be back with the review of episode 9. You know the vibe already. It's loislilo, we all know way, and that's on period. Bye.